Hi and welcome to the Wood Junkie. I've got Stanley with me this morning, bringing him out. Okay, this is my third project, so let's see how this one goes. I'm picking my wood. This is from the wood pile, so it's not scrap wood really, it's just offcuts of what we've already done. I like sticking my thumbs up for some reason. Now look, you've seen my drawing maybe on other videos, so don't expect anything amazing. But I'll give you an idea, look. There's two of these. I was going to do a graduated, so one a little smaller than the other, but I ended up doing two the same size. And I just hope you can understand my scribbles. Now, cutting on the mitre saw again, making sure it's buttered up straight to the back and down slowly. That is getting a little easier every time I use it, so this is like really my third time that I've used it. I don't do things off camera. Just going to give it a little blow. I'm using the blower because I don't want sawdust stuck at the back, so it's not flush up to the back ends. And in with my second cut. And don't forget to make sure that it stops before you actually move the saw up. There you go, I'm just putting two pieces together here now. Just going to measure it. That was quite difficult holding with one hand and trying to get it straight. This is where clamps would probably help. So yeah, got that. I'll write the measurements on the wood. It's quite an easy project to make, this one. The smaller pieces are for the base, and obviously the others 4 per side. And I've got the good sander. Look at this. I do find this one much easier to use than the blue sander we've got. And as I'm using it, I'm getting a bit quicker at actually sanding as well. And it's like finding a rhythm. Finding your rhythm. Again, just popping some measurements on here. Just down both sides. This is for joining it together. You'll see in a minute. And drawing a straight line between them. I might be a bit slow at doing all these things, but it is because it's the only third time I've ever made anything. So it'll get a bit quicker. And I'm a bit cautious still with some little bits of it. That's that. I'm going to draw the line across there again. And dot punch in the middle. I'm drilling the pilot holes there. Using the drill's quite easy. I quite like that bit. I am using a new tool here. I've never used this, I think we call it a palm router. Oh, trim router, not palm router. And this is something not to do. I found, though, you're supposed to keep it flat to the wood, but as I said, first time I did get better. What I found really difficult here was, going around the corners. I found that a bit difficult, but again, first time ever using it. I think, you know, a bit more practice, I'll be fine. So it's not what to do. You need first to keep it flat, a piece of wood. It's not doing very good, am I? But again, like I said, first time. It looks easier. And when you watch other people do it, it does look easier. But it's... Okay, now I've got the forcing bits on the drill. Not quite straight there. I don't know what I'm doing there, but it's just drilling the holes. There's no set style or pattern. They're just random. You can do a nice pattern with different sizes up and down there, but I just random. I'm a bit random. Now, yeah, and if you use it, press it slightly, it comes back out again instead of going hammer and tongs. Again, see, no idea where I'm putting them, just totally random. And you can do as many or as few as you want. I found this bit easy with a router, just going around the holes. I quite like doing that bit. I'll say again, it's just practicing really. But that's quite therapeutic. It's strange the things you find therapeutic, but I did like doing that bit. Oh yeah, if you like watching my videos, leave us a comment and subscribe. This one's my favourite, again, the Morel stain. Now I've gone for the jet black because I've got, well, you can see a full bottle of that one. But to be honest, I don't think there's that much difference between the jet black and the barely black in the end. It just goes on so easy. So easy to use. I just buy mine off Amazon. I'll get Billy to put a link in. Look what it did. It very often does that, and I think it's these latex gloves. The latex gloves are gloves anyway, because it's spirit bane, it dissolves it. So if anyone's got any ideas out there of what I can use instead, oh, please let me know. It drives me nuts. I end up with black fingernails. Or brown, depending what stain I'm using. Back on the drill. I'm just joining the sides together here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just drawing a line around the outside of the box where I want it to sit on the plinth. So when I remove it, it's easy to attach it to the frame. Pilot holes again. You can notice on that base, I should not really have used that piece of wood. It got a big split down the centre, a little crack, so I had to be careful with that, but it didn't split, it did alright. I've got a piece of wood underneath it, then put my piece that I'm drilling on. Countersinking. To fit nice, and screws will be nice and flush inside. And I'm making some plugs here, so I'm going to plug it. So I'm doing it on the drill press because I like the drill press. It's just a scrap piece of wood, pine. And it's quite easy to do on here. And yeah, Billy does them using the drill, but I thought for me, the drill press, it's easier for me. And just add a dab of glue. If you watch the Bearded Viking on YouTube, that's his saying, add a dab of glue. I love it. We end up singing along. Told you. You have to be a little bit crazy sometimes. So yeah, just taking the hammer and making sure they're well in. My homemade plugs. What about that? Who'd have thought I'd have been doing this? The jig, Billy's done a video on making that jig. It's a finger saver. It's so easy and they come off really smooth, come off lovely. And again, I quite like doing that. It's strange into the things that you like doing. But I found this, once I've got the hang of it, I found that really nice to do. I've got the cheap sander here. This is the one I don't like. I prefer the other one. I'm just going to get a good sand over so that the plugs are smooth. And just sanding all the other bits as well. Attaching the base. I've still got ulcers, so I'm still slurring a little bit. It's my medical history here as well. The screws in. I found it easy to do that with my finger, so that they're going in straight. Just going to blow it all off. Around my table and in the holes. I've got no sawdust. And I couldn't decide at this point whether to go over with stain again like I usually do, or just leave them, because I quite like that look. So I'm leaving these. I've got my odd wax oil, and I use the microfiber cloth to apply this. So you apply it, leave it on a little bit, and then just wipe it off with a clean cloth. But just really, the odd wax oil just pops the wood. I don't know if you can see it really well on the video, but it just pops the wood. Did inside the holes as well. Not doing the inside, I've just done the outside. This was the trickiest bit, which is double-sided tape. Just trying to get that off. Fiddly. I did it in the end. So stuck that in the bottom. Now this is a battery fairy light. So I just put that in the bottom, switched it on to make sure it's working. And just any random, just put it in however you want it. Now they do, I've got them on flashing here, but they do them, they've got like 3 different phases that you can have them on. So that's my flashing one. Just under the carport to test and make sure they were alright. It's a pair of lamps. What do you call them? Lamps? What do you call them? What would you call them? And there I'm in my front room. So I've got them on static. The white fairy lights, but because the wood's painted black, it's made them look blue. I quite like them. I quite like these. So again, I'm sat watching telly, I can look at them and think, I actually made them. I'm still in shock. So if you like watching the video, like the video and subscribe. We are eternally grateful. Thank you.